All right. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. What a day, man. When you can tell we done got it in today. Man, nice, a little bit warm out here today. The sun got it nice and smoking. You still feel the coolness in the air. We still bumping this heat gear, these two layers, and got the cold gear on the leggings out here. Oh yeah, folks, got a good one in out here. Got a good one in. Hey folks, this is the day. This is it. Oh man, this is it. This is the last day to cast your vote, to make your voice to be heard. Not only your voice, our ancestors' voice that's back there. Yeah, the 40s and 50s and 60s. Folks that fought hard and bled, got beat upside the head, and oh man, some folk died, got hose pipes on them. I ain't talking about a garden hose. I'm talking about like a fire hose, folks. Dogs on them. Oh yeah. Those voices. Not on those voices, these 233,000 Americans who can't vote, folks, who have died by C-19. We need to be casting a vote, and not only for ourselves and for the ones who can't vote, who couldn't vote, who wanted to vote, but's gone now. It's important, folks. A friend of mine, man, he posted today, man, he had his piece with him. Yeah, he said, man, it's bad you got to take a piece with you just to go out here and vote. Yeah, it is. But like I said on the post, a great defense is better than a mediocre offense. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't talk about this too much, but I will say this. And the reason why I don't, because I know there's stupidity there. A lot of stupidity out here. These Trump supporters out here, no logic whatsoever. Anybody. There's a line. Let me back this up. There's a line. If anybody haven't seen this before, this is real history. There's a line in the movie Hoodlum. Yeah. Bumpy Johnson's story. I think they're in the ice cream parlor. They're somewhere and they're talking, and Dutch Schultz was going against Bumpy Johnson, getting him problems. Actually, he was going against Madam Queen. Yeah, gambling business, the number racket thing. In fact, just thinking about it, they were actually in the pool hall. Bumpy said, anybody work for the Dutchman deserves to die. Eleanor Gordon come back and say, who my Mary? Who he could understand it. The same thing that Miss Maxine Waters said, Auntie said, any black person voting for Trump got a problem. She said, I can't forgive him. And it's your right who you want to vote for. But it lets me know what logic and sound is within the mind. See, if you have two good, outstanding candidates that has a good character, then I wouldn't say nothing about it, because okay, now we're dealing with policy issues. Now we're dealing with policy. What they're standing for? Are they going to tear down the environment? Are they going to keep the environment? Are they going to take certain voting rights away? Well, now we're dealing with policy. That's what we need to deal with. Don't care who you vote for on that part. But when it comes down to character, like Bumpy said, man, if anybody want to work for the Dutchman, you deserve to die. Anybody running around out here supporting this clown and doing stupid stuff, running folks off the road and stuff, stopping people for voting. And then some of us have to carry firearms with us just in case something gets acting stupid out here. Well, I tell you this, anybody acting a fool, these Trump supporters out here want to be a dummy, you support him, something happened to you, you deserve to die. Bottom line. Because here's the problem. We're not a third world country. What are we doing? When we start disrespecting folks? But we trying to uphold this Constitution, but we around here mistreating people of color. Yeah. Whether it's the Indian man, the Hispanic man, the Asian man. Come on, folks. I mean, let's get this out of our mind. White folks, I would say this for some of you this don't contain to. This is not your land. This is Indian land. And when he gets tired of us borrowing it, he gonna give it back to the Indians. We might not live to see it, but he will give it back to them. Some of you don't believe that. So this notion that this is our land and you all over here, y'all need to go back over here. Y'all need to go back to Africa. Go back to China. Oh, folks, oh no. You go back to Europe. That's where your origin come from, folks. When you don't know that, you start talking stupidity. You on that blue pill. That's why I feel sorry for some of these folks out here, cause I ain't playing. I ain't going. And what done happened is, it's a lot of bluffs been made out here. I hear this garbage, man, if something don't go right, Trump don't get back in, it's going to be a civil war. You don't want no more civil wars. Because some folk going to end up dead. Just like the real civil war in the past. The Union won, and a lot of folk end up dead. That's why we have these United States of America. Come on, folks. Come on, what are we thinking about? Look, what are we dying for? Now, if we don't, I said this in my other video, if we don't like brown people, any kind of people of color on this property over here, then you guys might want to get a big ship and find your island and get on it and claim it. This make America great again. How you gonna make America great again when you harassing people? Hello, when you stopping people to vote, running folks off the vote, how you make America great again like that? Then you have this clown inciting all this foolishness. That's why it's important to vote. Your voice need to be heard. I pray tell I don't have to come up against no mess like that, because man, I'm telling you, like I said, I'm like John Lewis. I'm gonna be dealing with good trouble. I ain't playing with you. What you do is, see, what had happened is enough of these clowns haven't died. They ain't been examples made of. They ain't been laid out there by the hundreds. Everybody's bad when it comes to a gun. But when it comes to your skills and your conditioning, you don't have no win. You can't win. But the gun is easy. That's the bitch way out. I don't care if I have a gun. I have skills. Man on man, I got skills. And that's what we can't add up at. We want to put some guns out there. We don't want to take that's a lot of fear running around out here. Little boys running around out here. Like there's suckers in the White House. He's a little boy. He ain't no man. Real men and kings don't. Man, come on, folks. Real men don't act like that. They don't act like that. Man, come on, man. It's a word for that. That's not America, folks. I'm telling the folks out here, don't be afraid. If you got to go out here and vote, take somebody with you who's not afraid. You shouldn't have to be in fear going to cast your vote as an American. That's written in the Constitution. But what I find so disturbing, our black folk that's driving maybe to a movie theater, maybe to go see their mom, maybe to go anywhere, get stopped by policemen and they get shot and killed. And then you have all these Trump clowns out here causing, federal crime, to be honest with you, stopping a person from voting. That's their federal right. And the police ain't saying nothing. They're not doing nothing. Huh? Come on now. What's really going on out here? That's why we have to vote, put people in place to create laws that protect the people. Yeah, we the people. Folks, stay up out here. I try not to get on that level with foolishness and stupidity. I mean, when you hear people talk, I think he's a good man. We need 4 more years of him. Where in the hell you been? 233,000 Americans dead because of him. What do you mean, Clay Brooks? He knew this virus was coming. He knew it was dangerous. There's tape out there. See, no one doing no research. Stuck back in a hole somewhere, in a cave somewhere. He didn't. I didn't want to warn nobody. I want to downplay it. I didn't want to know. That ain't no king. That ain't no president. There's no leader. That's a little boy. can't have a little boy running the country. And I'm going to tell you what, I bet you some 13-year-old intelligent minds out here can run this country better than he could. It's called intelligence. I'm saying it. This man have no respect for women, grabbing them by the privates. When do men start disrespecting women? I mean, like every woman, like you going into a whorehouse somewhere, a strip club. And there's some strip clubs, you can't even touch the strippers. Come on, folks, there's rules and regulations in that. Then you got some areas where you can put your hands on them. So I've heard strip clubs ain't for me. But just the idea that the average American woman, you can just go up and just grab her down now. And these so-called Trump's supporters out here, they don't mind if they say mom, they sister, they daughters. Hello. They grandmama. You let them go up and just grab that woman, would you? And because you got your head all up this man behind. Some Jim Jones garbage. And not only that, our regular military, our special forces groups, some of them lost their life. Some of them lost some limbs. Some of them lost half of their bodies. And then you have a United States sitting so-called president calling them losers and suckers. But he's a good man. We need 4 more years of him. Where you been? In the cave. You been in the cave. Some of these clowns that I see don't even on my page. The virus is not real. It's fear tactics. I know some people done got it. They live. I know a lot of folks that got it and they're dead. Like the 233,000 Americans, they're dead. Young and old. Putting a mask on, you think that's taking your civil liberties out. This might not be the country for you. You might want to get on the ship and leave out. See, this type of foolishness, this type of garbage need to be dealt with. Need to be eradicated. What type of a leader would let a foreign leader put bounties on our servicemen and women, active duty, and don't say nothing about it? He hush. A little boy, not a leader, not a man, but we need 4 more years of that. He's a good man. Won't even show his tax returns. I mean, is this flying up on the radar? Where you Trump supporters at on this? In a cave somewhere, hid. There must be a hidden agenda somewhere because we're not looking at this. No tax. Everybody on ran for office to turn over their taxes except him. And look at all the scandals, all the firing, and all this garbage, and I mean this chaos, confusion. But I will say this, I'm gonna get off here. Don't nothing happen in these United States without his authority. Remember that, folks. No matter how this election go, it doesn't happen without his authority. We got enough clowns out here following the fool already. Some of us, whether Biden gets in, the GFI switch has been hit with this C-19 virus, that means we got to get ourselves together. We're going to have to start thinking about getting some marriage going on. Things are not going back to usual back here, folks. This clubbing and this turning up and going on. Come on, folks. Us not raising our children like we're supposed to. I'm on that. Our women not respecting our men not respecting our women. Again, that's a battle within itself. Now, when a battle comes to the black man, can't stand because we fighting against ourselves. We're not together. Black on black crime, but Black Lives Matter, though. Hello? Come on, folks. I'm bringing it down front. It's a lot of work to be done. Our children out here don't have no kind of leeway what's going on. We're not making them successful. And I'm not talking about education. I'm talking about some knowledge of their heritage, of where they come from. They're struggling. And our parents, if we don't say that, our parents are making them struggle by not having a king and queen inside the home. I see some little garbage on here, this homosexuality, this lesbianism. We need to get this stuff right before he come answering on us. He's looking for an answer, and we got to give an answer. book is right here, folks. And that's what's hurting this country right now. We can't separate church from state. That's why some of us are each other's throat. But in the end, when this body goes back to the ground, and you got to stand before the man and give an account of what you done in this body, the Constitution can't save you. I thought I'd put that in there and let you know that. So whatever's right on these United States may be wrong with him. Everything feel good and sound good and tastes good and seem good and looks good ain't good. Somebody should have told us that. There's a way to do things, folks. Just stand up out here. It's a lot of garbage going on. He will have the last say so. If these last 4 years, he allowed him to get in there, the clown. And look what it has caused. 230-some thousand people dead. More folks are dying. A lot of strife, a lot of antagonists going on. A lot of unease. The rug has been pulled away from our feet. We don't know what's going on. We shake it. That's because we're not in the book. We're not with him. It used to be a term I heard the old folks used to say, well, come hell to high water, I'm going to stand flat-footed with the man. It's that time, folks. Whether it come hell to high water, you got to stay with him. Don't lose your composure out here. We need to pray for these Trump supporters. We need to pray for them because they don't understand what's out here waiting on them. Some of these folks think they can fight the military. There's no win. If a third world country can't fight our military, why do we think a private militia is going to? Come on, folks. Come on. Share this video, folks. Let's open some minds up. Let's get some people off this blue pill and jump them on the red pill. It's important. This is American soil. There's no red states and blue states, only the United States. And we're going to have to start acting like we the people, with some discipline, with some order, with some intelligence, and with some love out here, and some compassion that don't make you weak. That's what's make a king and a queen. Not foolish and chaos and confusion. That's the demon back here. He looks for it. Like I said yesterday in the video, we don't want to smell like a cesspool to him. We want to smell like that hickory smoke. We want to smell like that mesquite, that oak, that cherry wood. Oh yeah, that apple wood, and some more flavors is out there. Oh yeah, pecan and things of that nature. We want to have what I'm saying. We want our lives, our movements, our going and comings to have a good aroma. We have to leave a legacy behind. Yeah. What type of legacy can you leave behind? All right, folks. Let's stay up out here. We can do this thing. Don't be intimidated. Do what you have to do. Protect yourself. Protect your family. And protect somebody else. Because we are the people. Till next time.